Passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Back to Doncic. 5 to shoot. From behind the arc. Drills it from deep.
Fearless, as always. Doncic loves to fill it up from deep.
But Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
And it's in there.
He's just a tremendous athlete. Bam loves to run. Runs so well at that center position.
Tatum passes to Doncic. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Irving looking around. From deep. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Doncic. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Doncic has got 5.
That's a high percentage look for Luka Doncic. He is a menace if he gets that deep.
Oh, Jokic for the block. And he gets it back. There's Howard with the 3. Connects from downtown.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great.
Not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Morant against Brunson. Outside Davis. Pass to Edwards. Shoots over George. And that one hits the back iron.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Outside Brunson. Pass to Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. Adebayo grabs the board. So it's Columbus now. Here's Morant. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
The history of the NBA. Hard to find a better score than KD.
Yeah, he is unequivocally on the short list of the greatest scorers the league has ever seen. You think about guys, when you think about KD, guys that can create their own shot and hit from anywhere on the floor. You couple that with the size and the release point and the skill with the ball. Kevin Durant is a problem, folks. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Here's Leonard. That one goes.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Howard's shot good.
You know, I like that he didn't go for the straightforward layup. He gave us a little something extra right there.
Outside Brunson. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Oh, Morant with the block.
Oh, the energy Morant has is just insane. Using it there on the defensive end to swat the shot. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Here's Brunson. Columbus getting their last shot to go. Pass to Edwards. Oh, rejected by Howard.
Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back.
To the inside. Adebayo passes to Howard. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Howard's got 9. Howard's gone 80% from the field. 4 of 5 shooting. Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, George with a steal. Here's Adebayo. Howard controls the rebound and the putback.
Just an assertive play. He attacks the miss and sends it home.
And so it's Columbus leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. Back to the game after this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Columbus.
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Columbus leading by 6. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Stephen Curry is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Jokic in at the center position. Now here's George, and here's Morant outside. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Down low. It's deflected. Adebayo against Antetokounmpo. Here's George. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Paul George effective getting guys to jump on it.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, you have to respect the career of Paul George. He has faced at one point a career-ending injury. He keeps battling to get back on the floor through constant injury.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. To the middle. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Antetokounmpo finds Gilgeous-Alexander. No good with the triple.
Excellent job of closing out on that 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
A chance to get a quick injury report. And now let's check in with Allie LaForce to see how Nikola Jokic is doing. Allie.
And it's just a simple case of getting the wind knocked out of him. Shaking the air back and forth.
All right, Allie, thanks. Appreciate the update. Obviously, guys, you hate to see an injury like this.
Yeah, just so tough. It comes with the territory of being a professional athlete.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Reed's checked in for Columbus. Irving comes in for Ja Morant. And it's Antetokounmpo with a miss. Columbus leading by 7. Here's Keenan. Good D by Antetokounmpo.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Reed passes to Keenan. There's the triple. They get the rebound.
A tireless worker at both ends. Adebayo imposing his will that time on the offensive glass.
Adebayo's gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Curry surveys. Pass to Davis. Back to Curry. The 3. Rebounded by Columbus.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Adebayo. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. And here's the fast break. Throws it up high. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Irving. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Columbus. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Inside. Lets it fly. Here's Irving. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Irving's gotten 4 this quarter.
Boy, you love to see that kind of fight from Kyrie, getting after it on the offensive glass.
On the wing, Curry. He's guarded by Irving. Antetokounmpo outside. Doncic outside. Pocket 4. Let's go with a 3. And Reed pulls it down. Columbus leading by 11. Here's Adebayo. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Adebayo's gone 3 of 8 tonight from the field. And here's Curry for 3. It's rebounded by George. George has got 5 rebounds tonight. Irving against Antetokounmpo. And that one's good. Irving.
But just a spectacular display of ball handling from Kyrie, opening up the look there.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And here's Columbus now. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. That one's good for 2.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout.
Coach really needs to get his guys fired up and attacking the glass. They're not putting up much of a fight, and it's led to way too many second-chance shots.
There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Brunson. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
It goes on
First
Kyrie
team
Irving.
foul.
Well, despite his size,
At the line for the
Jalen
away
Brunson
team.
loves to operate
Jalen
in the
Brunson.
painted area.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Brunson. There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. Odom. Yep, that one's good. Odom's got his first basket.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. And here's Columbus now. They're on a 15-6 run. And the basket by Williamson.
Love how decisive Williamson is. When he sees a lane to the basket, he seizes it.
Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards!
Anthony
Money on the
Edwards.
triple. Here's Irving. And so it's
That's
Columbus.
the end of the
Up
second
14
quarter with the
as we
score.
wrap up.
Columbus, 34. The visiting team, 20.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Dwight Howard really making a difference here.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
George out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Dwight Howard. Then it's Bam Adebayo. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Now here's Leonard. Shoots from the line. Yes, it's good.
Kawhi Leonard.
Mid-range is Kawhi's bread and butter. This guy can get to his spots and take whatever he wants.
Irving against Brunson. Here's Adebayo. They grab their own miss. Pass to Howard. Over Jokic. And that one's long. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Here's Adebayo. Here's Keenan. Fires for three. Drops in the three. Keenan's got 5 points now this quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Jalen the basket.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Irving against Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard. And it's rejected. There's Howard with the three. And they get it back. Adebayo passes to George. Over Gilgeous-Alexander, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. George has got 5 now.
Now, this is a reliable aspect of Paul George's game. That in-between jumper is pure.
And so Mark Degno will call a timeout. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of center. Yet he is elite.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. And has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Doncic, no good. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for Columbus. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game.
As always, Jason Brunson making the right play. This guy loves to set up his teammates.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Brunson. Up top, Tatum. Rebounded by Columbus.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it.
That'll drive your coach crazy. Failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now here's Brunson. They can't stop the run with that one. To the paint. Here's Howard. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
This is a lethal combination of size and skill. Dwight Howard doing work.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Doncic. 5 points in the game. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The officials were right on top of that.
First
He's
team
got his
foul.
first free throws of the night right here.
For the away team. Nikola Jokic.
And Jokic drops them both. Columbus leading by 23. Brunson finds Howard. Over Jokic. The putback. It's good. On the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
A minute 15 left in the third. Outside Durant. Inside. And Durant with the big finish.
From
Yeah, Kevin
Devin
Durant, you
Booker.
allow him a path to the cup. Look out.
Reed with it. Durant's there. Puts up the 8-footer. That one's wide left. Pass to Curry. Howard grabs the miss. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Reed. Offensive rebound.
Now, this has been one of the staples of Dwight Howard's game. Get on the glass on the offensive end and finish it.
If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than right now.
You're so right, B.A. I think they definitely expected a closer game than this.
And that one's
Devin
good.
Booker.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Outside Morant. Over Booker. And Morant gets it to go on the assist from Brunson.
Yeah, stepping in from the arc, Morant comfortable from there.
Here's Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Man, good whistle.
Second team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this
Shooting for
one.
the
He
away
drops it
team.
first.
Anthony Edwards taking 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now. They're exposing a weakness in the defense. That's just way too easy, guys.
With 1 on the clock. On target. Already up 26 points as this quarter ends. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Kawhi Leonard out there with LeBron James. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Davis in at center. Edwards can't hit. So it's Columbus now. Here's Odom. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Columbus.
2
Well,
shots.
the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Now here's Curry.
Columbus foul call. Walt Frazier.
He's
First
checked in
personal
for
foul.
Anthony Edwards.
First team foul. Substitution for the away team. Devin Booker.
And here's Curry. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Hayward.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's Odom over Leonard. Odom can't hit. Now here's Booker. To the middle. Here's Davis.
Columbus
Despite
foul.
entering his 30s,
Dwight Howard.
Anthony Davis is
Second
not
personal
slowing
foul.
down, Graham.
Second
BA.
team
And
foul.
last year, AD put up the
At
best
the line for the
rebounding
away
numbers
team,
of his career.
Anthony
And his
Davis.
shooting percentage
2
also
shots.
very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
And Hayward, here we go. That one falls. Hayward's got his first points in this one.
How about the quick first step of Gordon Hayward? Exceptional at gliding past the defense on his way to the bucket.
James outside. And
Anthony
Davis gets it
Davis.
to go.
Assisted by
Davis has got 4
LeBron
points now in the
James.
quarter. And here's Columbus now. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Here's Walton. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And when you're the ones trying to fight your way back into the game, you simply cannot allow second chances.
Well, how about the effort
Anthony
on the glass?
Davis.
Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
Throw it AD's way, and he'll take care of the rest. A huge alley-oop target for his teammates.
Away team foul. Anthony Davis. First personal foul. Second team
And
foul.
that one falls for Howard. And Columbus making a change here. Brunson's checked in. And so Howard nails them both. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Curry passes to James. To the inside, Davis. That
Anthony
falls.
Davis.
Nice feed that time from James. James has got his third assist of the night. Pass to Walton. Hayward outside. Takes a three. Sinks the tray.
The fast release makes Gordon Hayward such a difficult check. If the defense is giving him any space, forget about it.
The three, Booker. And Walton pulls it down. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Columbus. And Hayward, here we go. That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Booker against Hayward. He got a piece of it. Brunson passes to Odom. Hayward finds Brunson.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Kept alive.
That hard, blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Here's Booker. A minute 53 left in the fourth quarter. To end the run. Yes, on the
Devin
jumper.
Booker.
I love that Devin Booker isn't afraid to mix things up on the offensive end, trying to score inside, and does just that.
Pass to Odom. Three-pointer. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's James. Rebounded by Columbus. Walton's got his fourth rebound in this one. Hayward outside. Down low. Walton passes to Howard. Back to Hayward. Launches it. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Now here's Booker. Here's Davis. Brunson with the block. And Hayward, here we go. Hayward.
Viciously exploiting the lane to the basket. A resounding message whenever the defense sleeps on him.
Leonard outside. Back to Curry.
Stephen
Well-timed
Curry.
pass, and he goes
Assisted.
straight to the bucket for the
Kawhi
layup.
Leonard.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Brunson passes to Howard. Here's Odom. Back to Brunson. It's Hayward on the wing. Buries it from three.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Curry finds Leonard. James deciding where to go with it. To the inside. 13 feet out. Doesn't go that time. So it's Columbus now. Odom, pass to Brunson. Over to the left wing. Shoots over Curry. And he sinks it. Back to the rim on the way in.
The assist from
That's
Odom.
business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
James up top. And so it's Columbus with the W.
Columbus.
We saw two different teams
The
tonight.
visiting
One
team,
played with confidence,
43.
operating flawlessly. The other just looked
Thank you
lost.
to everyone for
And
coming
the
out and
energy
supporting
in
your
this building
team.
was
Please get home
awesome.
safely.
The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.
DJ, bomb them, never stop. I'm on the go. I know, you know, God Man, I try to stop me though. I know I'm on the go, I'm on the go. Yeah, told me all coming up off the show. Yeah, I'm so special, I'm so special, so special, so special. That's why boy, I bring it together and them a chase like petal. Thank ya. I'm so special, I'm so special, so special, so special. Tell them me no fear, two-face expression. Guy, you know, dirty mouth can't chase nor they tell me hear them shot. And I say them on me head pan black butts. Pull it red pan that you better. Help poor people with them bed pan black. SSC a dirty heart you a got from that seat. Now them a say me mark and each time walk them say me walk fit. Them lock me down and me can't forget. God Jehovah did a guide me, say me nah regret. Yeah, I'm so special, I'm so special, so special, so special. That's why me them a pre me for girl and them a chase like special. But I'm so special, I'm so special, so special, so special. Tell them me no fear, two-face expression. Like you know, dirty mouth can't chase nor they tell the same thing. Jackie Stephen at the swine for. In pharmacy too much, that them blind for. One plate of food them sell out mankind for. Yes, you have your answer with the bag of bad mind. Besides, take them dirty work, so them want me shine for. Biggie them what them a mix me in a for. The same thing. Rise him 9 for. Every dirty work, Josh shall show them a sign for. Cause Jah make you special. And so special, so special, so special. That's why them a previous the girl.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Los Angeles starters. Vanderbilt and Davis patrol the paint. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot. And for Columbus, we've got Dwight Howard, Paul George out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Bam Adebayo. So the Lakers will get the first possession here. Irving against Russell. Denied by Adebayo.
Oh, gotta be cautious when Adebayo is in the area. Showing once again that he's a legitimate shot blocker.
Anthony Davis.
Everyone in the
First
building
personal
saw
foul.
the obvious
First
contact.
team foul.
Columbus shooting their first free throws.
At the line for 2.
First trip to the line of this
Larry
one.
Keenan.
And he makes a first. Reddish is checked in for Vanderbilt. He's perfect from the line this time.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Outside Russell. Pass to James. For 3. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Wing shot on the way. Keenan gets the bucket.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
James deciding where to go with it. Pass to Reddish. Tipped. And here they come. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And you don't need a roadmap when he's got open court in front of him like that.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. From 11 feet away. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And the length is hard to contend with. Davis using all of it for the putback points there.
Adebayo, no good. Now Los Angeles with it. 4-point game. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Irving finds Howard. Here's Keenan. Reddish covering. For three, George. And he buries his first look.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Davis against Howard. Davis, the pass to James. He can't hit that time. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. Pass to Howard. Stolen by Davis. James with the ball. Guarded by Howard. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Clock at 6. And here's Reeves. Fires from deep. And it falls.
Austin
2 for 3
Reeves.
from the field so far.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
George outside. Here's Howard. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. On the wing, Reeves. George defending.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Davis slams it
Anthony
home.
Davis.
You talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. 80 is towards the top of that list.
And down it goes. 2 points.
D12 with the
We've got
assist.
1:48 left to play in the first quarter. James passes to Reeves.
Timeout
Time
call
call
for the
here.
Lakers.
Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Here's Vanderbilt. Pass to Christie. And there's 1:38 left in the first. The shot no good. Here's Keenan. Again and again. George. Now here's Howard. Over Hayes. And there's Howard. That one's good. On the assist by George.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And you don't need a roadmap when he's got open court in front of him like that.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
Now here's Vincent. Hachimura outside. Back to Vincent. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Here's Howard, plenty of space. No good on the fast break pull-up.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Here's Christie. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Howard, no good. Los Angeles trails by 6. To the left wing. Back to Vincent. Over George. Here's Christie. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Well, this is why you watch the floor at all times. The best shot can appear in the middle of your own.
For 3, George drains the triple. George has got his second basket of the night. And so it's the quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. More 2K action in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Columbus.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
Dwight Howard out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Ja Morant. Then there's Gordon Hayward. And it's Frazier at the 2-guard spot. And for the Lakers, they've got James, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Christian Wood. Then it's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Hood Schifino in at the 3. And Russell's got the ball here for the Lakers. They trail by 7. That one off the back iron and out.
Textbook defense on display. That's exactly how you guard against the jump shot.
Well, good footwork, good assertiveness, able to put a ton of pressure on the shooter.
Now, here is James. And we played through the first minute here in the second. It's stolen by Howard. And they're running. Puts it up. Good. And the setup by Morant. Howard's got 8.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
Here's Hutchifino, guarded by Hayward. And there's the lob. And there's the turnover. Pass goes out of bounds.
They just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
And Columbus making a change here. Adebayo's checked in. You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. And the burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day. Reeves finds Russell. Lets it go from 14. Rebounded by Columbus.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Williamson outside. Fires the 3. Offensive board.
The tireless worker at both ends. Adebayo imposing his will that time on the offensive glass.
So it's Los Angeles now. It's a 13-point game. Goes up at the elbow. And that one off the back of the rim and in. He has 7.
Well, they gave him the mid-range. Smart idea to take that one.
And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have
Lakers
it.
ball. Substitution on the
Making a change here. James is checked in. Los Angeles trails by 11. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Brunson with it. Russell covering. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Brunson. Here's Odom. Here's Williamson. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Frazier. Over Reeves. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
For a center, Adebayo is
2
an
minutes
excellent
remaining in the first
passer.
half. 2 minutes.
Always so aware of his surroundings.
It's Reeves with the drive. Can't get it to go. He's made 3. He's missed 3 so far. Lets it fly. Here's Williamson. Pass to Adebayo. The kick out to Brunson. Tries again. Odom can't hit.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Here's James. There's the block. Adebayo against Davis. Adebayo passes to Williamson. And we've got 1:18 left in the second quarter. Here's Adebayo. And Davis with the block.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Brunson up top. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal, hitting
Los
straight
Angeles
to the
calls
bucket.
timeout.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to start.
For your
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson, the player he is today, Greg.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Hayes is checked in for Davis. Hachimura comes in for Reddish. Christie's checked in for Reeves. And Vincent is subbed in for Russell.
And that's the versatility of George. He does it from long range, mid-range, and at the rim.
And they're on the run. Here's Reed. Poke loose. Los Angeles trails by 17. From 7. And too long on the shot. And here's Columbus now. They're on a 14-4 run. Pass to Keenan. And he can't get that one. Hachimura with the defensive effort. Here's Vincent. Hachimura, the pass to James. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Columbus leading by 17 at the end of the period. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the
15.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The numbers say it all. He's just his first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
They've got Bam Adebayo. He's out there with Dwight Howard. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Howard, the pass to Frazier. Knocks it down from distance. Frazier's got 5.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Knocked loose. And stolen by Irving. In transition. Here they come. And finished by Adebayo.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Russell, the pass to Vanderbilt. Howard against Davis. Pass to Reeves. 5 on the clock. Can they get it? Back to Davis. Adebayo with the rejection. Inside, Irving. Ooh, good finish at the rack. Slick feed.
They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, and that is key for them.
Timeout call for the Lakers.
Build out this lead.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. A multiple-time All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game stands to catch his short right now?
I'd say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
And by all accounts, a great teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Back to Russell. To the paint. Davis, the pass to Russell. 4 on the clock. To the wing on the left. With Chafino. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's Moran. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. And Davis slams it home.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Los Angeles. Christian Wood is checked in for Davis. Reddish comes in for Reeves. And James is subbed in for Russell. James outside. And looks like an illegal pick was made. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Irving up top, checked by James. The offensive rebound. Adebayo passes to Howard. Irving with it. The three is up. They get it back.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. James outside. Pass to Hood-Schifino. And stolen by Morant. Here's Howard.
Oh, my gosh.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Hood-Schifino, pounded by Morant. Hood-Schifino shot is off. In transition, here they come. Keenan gets the bucket. Keenan's got 6.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Pass to Wood. Got a piece of it. Off his foot.
Defensive
And the
violation.
ref's whistling a kick ball.
Substitution on the
For
court.
Columbus, Jalen Brunson comes in for Morant. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Back to Vincent. Pulls up at the elbow. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. James with a steal. Hachimura with the ball. Still without a bucket. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by Columbus. Howard's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Adebayo passes to Brunson. Got a hand on it. On the wing, Hachimura. Guarded by Howard. Ooh, Howard with a block. Hayes, shot's good.
Jackson Hayes.
And here's Columbus now. They're on a 16-4 run. Turnaround Jay. Basket's good.
At times, Brunson knows how to carve up scoring opportunities for himself.
Hayes, the pass to Christie. Adebayo with the rejection. And here comes the break. Here's Howard. No dice from the high post. Well, you look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Here's Brunson. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points. Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Here's Irving. There's the drive. Building a mountain of a lead. Up 31 points as this quarter concludes. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. More NBA. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. So it's Los Angeles now. And so in the game for the Lakers, Gabe Vincent out there with James. Then there's Christian Wood. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Hood-Schifino in at the 3 slot to the paint. Here's Howard. Here's Walton. Pass to Howard. And here is Hayward. Launches a 3. On target from range.
He's a dead-eye shooter. Hayward with no reservations about taking that one.
Vincent outside. Here's Hood-Schifino. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 10 feet away. Oh, rejected by Howard. And he's able to get it back. And they get it back. And he recovers it. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Sending it right back with authority. Wood using his size to ensure they convert.
Oh, got that one quick. Hayward's got 5 points in the quarter. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for Columbus.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
Also, lots of hustle on the offensive end. Following shots and creating tons of second chance opportunities.
About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Here's Odom. Hachimura with a rebound. Hachimura's got 4 rebounds now.
Columbus foul call. Jalen Brunson. First personal foul. First team foul.
The first free throw for Los Angeles. Columbus making some changes. Reed's checked in for Howard. And it's Ja Morant in for Jalen Brunson. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Columbus. Offensive board. Reed shakes off strong feed and gets to the bucket for 2 points.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And
Anthony Davis
slams it home.
And you love how effortless Davis makes this look, rising up for an alley-oop like it's nothing.
From deep, Morant hits a three-pointer.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do.
For someone who's 6'7", Hayward is a really good ball handler.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Hood-Schifino. Back to Vincent. Hey, expanding his range. And Walton pulls it down. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, the vertical of Morant is simply incredible. I mean, he's fantastic at using it to his advantage on the inside.
Knocks it
2 minutes
loose.
remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's the break by himself. Oh, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, and the dramatic slam. A mid-air hand switch at that.
That was big league right there. Now here's Vincent, pounded by Morant. Right side Davis. Pass to Hood-Schifino. That one's off. Still out of sync. Reed with it. Picked up by James. Reed passes to Morant. Back to Reed. Here's Walton. And here's Morant outside. And the three-pointer goes. Morant's got 8 here in this quarter.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on a three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
From deep, Hayward. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. 1:02 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Lets it go from 11. Good work there as it goes.
Assist from Jalen Hood-Schifino.
So it's Columbus now. Here's Hayward. Good, and the setup by Morant.
I mean, scoring on all 3 levels. Gordon Hayward is such a difficult assignment.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Odom. And he goes right over Anthony Davis and slams it down.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And stolen by Morant. Here's Reed into the lane. Oh, there's a one-hand jam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Pass to Hood-Schifino. Shot clock at 5. There's the 3. The shot no good. And so it's Columbus with the W, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up
We
for
would
their
like to thank all fans for making it out to tonight's event. Please exit the building carefully and drive home safely.
Happy tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everyone.
Thanks and praises. Give God the thanks and praises. Give God thanks and praises. Give God thanks and praises. Give him the thanks and the praises. Thanks and the praises. Give him the thanks and the praises. Hey, yo, check this out. Everybody's jumping, jumping, dance. Everybody's jumping, jumping. Everybody's jumping, jumping. Yeah. Jumping, jumping. Honeys be moving, they. Back if you thirsty, and every bad at the party, yeah. We vibing and grinding one night.
Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Vucevic in the center with Williams next to him. The guard set is White alongside Levine. And it's Giddey in at the three. And for Columbus, they've got Kyrie Irving. Adebayo is out there with Howard. Then it's George. And it's Keenan in at the small forward position. Now here's Giddey. George passes to Howard. Here's the drop.
And when a 265-pound center like Howard is moving like that towards the hoop, the D has no shot. Very efficient when driving the ball.
Williams against Adebayo. Got a piece of it. Fires away from outside. Here's Howard down low. Irving dishes to Howard. Here's Keenan. And that comes off the assist by Howard.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's White. Pass to Vucevic. The pass to Giddey. 6 to shoot. Lets a floater go. Rebounded by Howard. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Columbus. George passes to Keenan. From deep, Adebayo. Rebound collected by Levine. Pass to Keenan. Irving kicks to Howard. Shoots over Vucevic. Howard can't hit.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Dean passes to White, and the shot is good.
Kobe White.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Outside Irving. For three. Chicago grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Vucevic trying to get in. And the jam by Levine.
Kobe White.
Yeah, this guy, when Levine gets to the cup, he's going up strong. That's nicely done.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Here's White following the basket by Kyrie Irving.
And that burst of speed, sometimes White just
First personal foul.
defense.
First team
You see
foul.
them compromise.
First trip to the line.
Kobe
And he
White.
makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
Changes for Chicago. Smith comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And it's Carter in for Josh Giddey. And so here's Columbus. Here's Irving. Lays it up off the glass.
You're going to see some great ball handling when Kyrie is on the floor. Nice finish.
Bean passes to Smith. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was
Columbus
surprised
calls
to find
timeout.
himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end the way.
A platoon swap here for Columbus. The Bulls also changing it up. Torrey Craig.
2 minutes
He's
remaining in
checked
the
in
first.
for
2
Williams.
minutes.
Jerry comes in for Kobe White. And it's Dosumu in for Levine. Now here's Hayward. Passes to Reed. Over Craig. Here's Hayward. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, there's length and athleticism when you're talking about Gordon Hayward, and that lets him get to the offensive window.
Terry kicks to Smith. Carter against Morant. Carter, the pass to Smith. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Columbus leading by 3. Here's Frazier. That one no good. Terry in the corner. .103 left to play here in the first. Carter kicks to Craig. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Erased by Zion. He went for it with a lot of enthusiasm.
2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm there, I go for it. That's a finish you'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following the score by Columbus. Terry against Hayward. Shot by Terry, no good. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for Columbus. Leading by 5. Shot and game clock separated by 5. They get it back. Stolen by Terry. Now here's Dosumu. Not a lot of room. Three seconds left. And that doesn't
That's the end of the first quarter. Columbus leads by 5. Columbus.
And the second quarter
2.
about to get started.
The Chicago
We'll be
team.
back in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what stands out to you from Columbus so far in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Jalen Brunson out there with George. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Howard. And it's Keenan in at the 3 spot.
He's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And for Chicago, I've got Vucevic. Levine is
Paul George with the goal.
You allow Paul George loose in fast break situations. He's an absolute force in the open floor.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Carter. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works for the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Here's Howard. Shoots over Vucevic. That's good from Howard, and the assist by Adebayo. Howard's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, to keep the defense from collapsing on him when he's tight to the bucket, Dwight Howard has to have the mid-range game. That is well done. Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
George against Levine. Puts up a deep three. And it's George again missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Keenan hits it from three-point range. Keenan's got the lead up to 10 now.
Chicago timeout
That's just
call.
outstanding floor awareness from Jalen Brunson. It doesn't matter if he's at the one or the two. He always makes the right play.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
His main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now, arguably, a top 25 player.
Odom, he's checked in for Columbus. Kyrie Irving comes in for George.
Kobe White.
Chicago also making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Buzelis. Josh Giddey comes in for Ball. And it's Kobe White in for Levine. Now Irving. Lets the three fly. And again, Columbus with the triple.
Boy, the range of Kyrie and the quickness and efficiency with which he gets it off. Look out.
Chicago trails by 11. Pass to Giddey. High post Vucevic. Adebayo on him. Here's Giddey. Lays it up and knocks it in. Giddey's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
On its way from Irving for two. They grab their own miss. Controls the rebound and puts it back up again.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Poked away and stolen by Kyrie Irving. A finish and the slam dunk by Irving.
Talk about a one-man show. Irving makes a play with the defense and converts with his offense.
And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. It's a 13-point game. Rebound by Columbus. Adebayo's got his fourth rebound with that last one hit tonight. Keenan the pass to Adebayo. Yep, that one goes in there.
That was just a case of Bam wanting it more, figuring out a way to convert.
Carter outside, and there's the pass to Giddey.
Columbus foul called. Larry. First personal foul.
Brian Williams
Second
checked
team
in
foul.
for Bam Adebayo.
Substitution on the
Lamar
court.
Odom. And it's Frazier in for Jalen Brunson. Chicago also making some changes. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Chris Duarte comes in for Josh Giddey. And it's Dosumu in for White. Here's Reed. And that one was literally a foul. Gets the whistle and two shots coming up.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Columbus.
And they've made a point of pounding the offensive boards, turning those rebounds into points. It's been a great effort.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Williams. Poke loose. Irving with the steal. Here's Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
Time called here at the
Chicago timeout call.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chances.
Here's Smith. Now, here's Craig. Dosunmu, the pass to Smith. Good D by Williamson.
You can just see the frustration growing on their faces.
They're just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
32 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Carter. Can they get it? And it's sent back by Irving.
Now into the lineup for the Bulls. Jalen Terry.
Bulls making a switch here. Terry's checked in. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
23 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Columbus leading by 21. Here's Frazier. Around the back and lays it in. Frazier's got his second basket of the game.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Reed. Enzo pretty well set ahead in the first quarter. Columbus out in front.
Columbus
delivering the
39.
blowout.
The Chicago
join us
team.
right back here after
16.
the break for the start of the second half. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. They've got Frazier. Zion Williamson is out there with Reed. Then there's Irving. And it's Keenan in at the small forward. That's the groove starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Carter kicks to Giddey. Passes it to Vucevic. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's Williamson with the rebound. And so here's Columbus. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. One of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
Shooting one. And the combination of power and skill. It's
First
obviously
personal foul.
unique.
First
and
team
what I
foul.
love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Williamson. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Giddey. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Second personal
So
foul.
there's that combination
First
of
team
size
foul.
and quickness when we're talking about Josh
At
Giddey.
the line for the Bulls.
Defend makes the defender
Josh
commit right
Giddey.
there.
Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game. Adebayo is checked in for Reed. No luck that time either.
When you look at Josh Giddey's overall skill set and combine that with the 6'8" size and the point guard mindset that he has, he is special. The playmaking, the willingness to score it in tough spots. This guy has got a bright future.
Levine wide open. Drills it from outside.
Zach Levine.
Levine's got 5 points so far.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Here's Irving. Williams with the block. They retain possession. Keenan the pass to Adebayo. 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. And good. As it just down through the net.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just spanning the flank.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Howard. Irving. And staying with the play. Irving. 13 points in the game.
Boy, you love to see that kind of fight from Kyrie, getting after it on the offensive glass.
Irving's got most of his shots to fall. 6 makes in 9 tries. Levine kicks to Carter. Back to Levine. And it's sent back by Howard.
Yeah, and shooters have to be cautious with Howard around. He has such a long reach that he easily blocks those kinds of shots.
The putback. He hangs in there and pushes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. They get a hand on it. Irving with the steal. And here we go, Columbus fast break. And there's Howard. That's good on the assist by Irving.
Assist from Kyrie Irving.
Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night. It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
It's really essential. They put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
And he recovers it.
Columbus foul called. Walt Frazier. First personal foul.
Chicago shooting their 5th
team
and
foul.
6 free throws of the game.
Shooting for the
And he
ball.
knocks down the first man.
Javon
Paul
Carter.
George, he's checked
the
in
line for 2.
Columbus. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Ball's checked in for Josh Giddey. And it's White in for Zach Levine.
Boy, what a monster night for Kyrie Irving, playing at a very high level right now.
White against George. White inside. And it's Ball in the corner. Off target from outside. And Columbus with possession. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. George dishes to Irving. Over Carter. Tipped away. And they get it back. On its way from Irving for 2. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Oh, guys, there are not many strokes more pure than that of Kyrie Irving's.
Columbus foul called. Paul George.
Pulls up shot
First
3 of
personal
6 on
foul.
the foul line.
3rd team foul.
That's good from
Shooting
Ball.
for Chicago.
So for the Bulls,
Lonzo Ball.
Torrey Craig.
2
He's
shots.
checked in for Buzelis. And Terry's subbed in for White. There's 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. Irving against Carter. Pass to George. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
This guy practically automatic. Paul George in the catch and shoot. Look out.
Outside, Ball. That's tipped.
The ball goes to Chicago. Now into the lineup for Chicago. Ida Dosunmu.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul. Fourth
Bulls
team
have made
foul.
5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
At the line for the Bulls, Javon Carter, taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. Here's Irving. 18 points for him. Takes a shot at the elbow, and it's Keenan missing. Here is Carter. Lets it go with a 3. Doesn't go for it. And at the end of the quarter, this one may already have been decided. Columbus out in front.
The Chicago team,
away with
23.
And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. The fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here's Chicago. So the Bulls 5 right now. Dosunmu is out there with Carter. Then it's Jalen Smith. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Duarte in the 3 slot. And there's
Dwight
the call on
Howard.
Howard.
Second
That'll be
personal
his
foul.
second foul of the
First
game.
team foul.
Chicago with the ball. Craig with it. 5 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Dwight Howard.
I tell you what, he
Third
earned his money
personal foul.
on that foul.
Second
Hey
team
guys,
foul.
let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for
At the
Columbus.
line for the Bulls,
And look at
Torrey
how
Craig.
aggressive they were defensively,
2
forcing
shots.
mistakes and turning those mistakes into points.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Lamar Odom, he's checked in for Columbus. And Chicago also making a switch. Bruce Ellis is checked in. And Hayward gets it to go.
Attacking right there. Hayward using the strength that he has built up over the years to finish through contact.
Pass to Bruce Ellis. Smith outside. Rebound by Columbus. Howard's got 7 rebounds in the game. 17-foot shot on the way. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
Well, Gordon Hayward has an interior game that is solid. He's outstanding using his height and his touch on the interior.
Carter, the pass to Craig. Here's Duarte. Smith trying to break loose. Great D that time from Adebayo.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go. He's such a good athlete. That's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And here's Carter. Now the pass to Duarte. Back to Carter. Launches it. And the Bulls with another miss. And it's Irving with the ball for Columbus. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And here are the Bulls now. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Carter kicks to Smith. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And it's Irving missing. Here's Chicago. Here's Duarte. Can they get it? Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Odom, the pass to Howard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Odom.
Assist from Odom.
Odom's got his 3rd assist on the night. Howard's gone 6 of 10 shooting tonight from the field. Here's Duarte, defended by Hayward. Here's Carter, and it's sent back. And so the ball out of bounds.
Ball is turned over. Boom!
Some changes for Columbus.
Substitution on the
for
court.
Howard. Jalen Brunson comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's John Morant in for Kyrie Irving. Then for the Bulls, Vucevic comes in for Smith. And Ball subbed in for Torrey Craig. Carter outside. Carter can't get that one to fall.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
And Walton kicks to Hayward. It's good from long range. Hayward's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, Gordon Hayward unafraid to be aggressive with his three-point shot. This guy has a ton of confidence in that jumper.
Pass to Buzelis. Back to Ball. Shoots over Brunson. And again, Chicago. No good. And Columbus with possession. 11 unanswered points for him. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter. Looking to get it going. Here's Duarte. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And Walton kicks to Brunson. For 3, Hayward. And again, Columbus with the triple.
Good ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And it's blocked by Brunson. Here's Morant. The basket good at the assist for Hayward.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And it's Carter missing. And so here's Columbus. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Duarte, 13 feet away. To the wing on the left. Ball kicks to Carter. Back to Ball. And so it's Columbus taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
25.
Boy, they really put in a
Folks, we'd like to thank you for coming out and supporting your team. Please drive home safely, and we hope to see you again at the next event.
Not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin